Lemuel Gulliver, a curious and ambitious Englishman, embarks on his first voyage seeking adventure and professional advancement. His desire for exploration drives him far beyond familiar seas and known ports. A violent storm overtakes his ship. He struggles against the raging waves, clinging to debris as the vessel breaks apart. Exhausted and battered, he washes ashore on a mysterious island. He awakens to find himself bound by tiny ropes. Around him stand diminutive beings, no taller than 6 inches. Their society is intricate and organized, their civilization astonishing, despite their miniature stature. The Lilliputians treat him both as a threat and a resource. His size allows feats impossible for them, but it also demands careful supervision to prevent inadvertent destruction. Gradually, Gulliver integrates into Lilliputian society. He learns their language and customs, recognizing that size alone does not equate to superiority. Their political and cultural sophistication surprises him repeatedly. Tensions arise with Blefuscu, a neighboring land, over trivial issues, including how to crack eggs. Gulliver observes with growing incredulity how seriously even minor disputes can escalate into deadly conflict. The Lilliputians request his assistance in warfare, asking him to capture enemy ships. He wrestles with moral unease, torn between helping a society he respects and using his power for destruction. Eventually, Gulliver escapes Lilliput by sea. He leaves with admiration for their order and skill, tempered by awareness of their pettiness and the absurdity of human perspective. On a second voyage, Gulliver reaches Brobdingnag, a land of giants. Here, he is diminutive, vulnerable, and entirely dependent, reversing his previous sense of superiority. A farmer discovers him and exhibits him to curious audiences. Though cared for, he experiences humiliation and exploitation, highlighting the imbalance of power between beings of different scale. The farmer's daughter shows kindness, offering companionship and protection. Gulliver's survival depends entirely on her benevolence, emphasizing his fragility in this enormous world. Gulliver eventually reaches the royal court. The Brobdingnagian king listens to his account of human civilization with a mixture of curiosity and horror. He is appalled by humanity's cruelty and militarism. Gulliver boasts of European achievements and weapons, yet the king recoils. Human civilization, he declares, is violent, exploitative, and morally deficient. This judgment challenges Gulliver's assumptions of inherent superiority. From the Brobdingnagian perspective, moral and technological progress appear contingent rather than absolute. The lesson unsettles Gulliver, forcing him to question his society's values and standards. He leaves Brobdingnag via eagle-assisted rescue, reflecting on the gulf between human pride and moral reality. Human barbarity appears unavoidable when measured against ethical societies. On a third voyage, Gulliver visits Laputa, a floating island of theoreticians obsessed with abstract thought. Their intellect is extraordinary, yet their detachment from practical matters brings disaster below. Architecture collapses, agriculture fails, and ordinary people suffer under the weight of impractical ideas. Gulliver witnesses the dangers of intellect divorced from action, where abstract brilliance harms real lives. Next, he travels to Glubdubdrib, a land of sorcerers who summon the dead. Famous historical figures appear petty and flawed, revealing the distortions of history and the unreliability of reputation. In Luggnagg, Gulliver encounters the Struldbrugs, immortal humans who age endlessly. Their eternal life is misery. Faculties decay, bodies weaken, and endless time becomes a burden rather than a blessing. Immortality proves a curse. Mortality, he realizes, gives urgency, meaning, and renewal, allowing generations to succeed one another and human society to remain dynamic. From Japan, Gulliver secures passage home. Each voyage has challenged his belief in European superiority, exposing virtue, absurdity, and ethical complexity in diverse societies. On his fourth voyage, Gulliver commands a ship, but faces mutiny. He lands in the land of Houyhnhnms, rational equines living by logic, honesty, and harmony, without violence or deception. The Houyhnhnms welcome him politely. Gulliver attempts to present human civilization in a favorable light, detailing government, economy, and military structures. They react with disgust at human duplicity and cruelty. They equate his species with the Yahoos, brutish humanoids driven by instinct and appetite. Gulliver is horrified, gradually recognizing unsettling similarities to himself and humanity. Despite education, Gulliver remains biologically Yahoo. The Houyhnhnms treat him with courtesy, yet maintain distance, underscoring that innate nature cannot be transcended through social refinement alone. He admires their society, drawn to its rationality and virtue. Yet the Houyhnhnms judge his continued presence dangerous, fearing his return might corrupt humans with knowledge of rational living. Banished, Gulliver constructs a small vessel and is rescued by a Portuguese captain. Returning home, he finds human society intolerable, recognizing its deception, cruelty, and moral failings. Gulliver reflects on colonial expansion. European superiority appears both seemingly justified and morally questionable when weighed against genuinely accomplished non-European societies. His voyages reveal the relativity of virtue, sophistication, and morality. Perspective, context, and scale shape judgment. No society can claim absolute excellence. Each society illustrates human folly, ambition, and the consequences of pride. Lilliputian pettiness, Brobdingnagian judgment, Laputan abstraction, Glubbdubdrib history, Brobdingnagian immortality, and Houyhnhnm virtue illuminate different facets of humanity. Swift's narrative interrogates reason, ambition, and human vice. Gulliver's experiences reveal the absurdity of pride, the dangers of intellectual detachment, and the limitations imposed by nature and society. Ultimately, Gulliver returns home transformed, carrying insights into human weakness, societal absurdity, and the contingent nature of moral and cultural judgment. His voyages challenge the reader to reflect on human nature.